Tensions remain high in the border between the DRC and Rwanda after the death of a Congolese soldier following an exchange of fire. According to witnesses, a Congolese soldier who was at the border crossed the neutral zone that separates the two border posts while firing in the direction of Rwanda. A Rwandan soldier returned the fire, killing the Congolese soldier on the spot. In a statement, Rwanda confirmed that 2 of its soldiers were wounded in the exchange, as well as an unspecified number of civilians present at the border.
The DRC-Rwanda crisis continues to deepen. The Congolese president headed the Supreme Defense Council late Wednesday to review the response to what the Democratic Republic of Congo calls a Rwandan invasion. After the meeting, the government said it considered suspending all bilateral agreements with its neighbor, accusing him of backing the M23 rebels. The Supreme Defense Council has taken the following measures. First, it demands that Rwanda immediately withdraw its troops operating under the cover of the terrorist M23 groups from Congolese territory. Secondly, it requests that the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo suspends all protocols of agreements, accords and conventions concluded with Rwanda. The new development comes after several demonstrations against Rwanda took place in different Congolese cities. On Monday, the border town of Bunagana was seized by the rebels, forcing thousands of residents to flee. Rwanda and Uganda have denied for years that they support the M23 group. Kenya called for the regional force to deploy against rebels in eastern DRC. 1 month after Mali said it would withdraw from the G5 Sahel alliance, the country's major general announced the decision would be effective starting from June 30. Malian General Oumar Diarra addressed the commandant of the G5 Sahel troops Tuesday. In a letter, he solemnly notified the commandant of Mali's decision to terminate the engagement of its troops serving on the West and Central fronts, as well as the engagement of the Malian military personnel serving at the headquarters of the joint forces. The West African anti-jihadi force was launched in 2014 with the support of France. It includes Mauritania, Chad, Burkina Faso and Niger. The G5 troops operate on 3 fronts: at the border between Mali and Mauritania, which is called the Western Front, at the border between Chad and Niger, known as the Eastern Front, and the Central Front, which covers the Sahel's 3-border region. Mali decided to leave the alliance after it was blocked from assuming the group's presidency.
Clashes between police and protesters in Dakar left at least 1 dead on Friday, according to humanitarian aid charity La Croix Rouge. Senegal's main opposition coalition supporting Ousmane Sonko had maintained calls for this rally, despite its ban by authorities. The movement rejects the invalidation of a national list of candidates for the legislative elections in July. It is because we are outraged in this country that we went out to express our anger. I have 2 wives, children and work, but I am protesting for Senegal, which does not belong to President Macky Sall. As an opponent, we supported him because he was suffering injustice. And now he is the one who is imposing injustice. This cannot go on. The law is for all of us, but everyone applies it the way they want. It is true that the demonstration was forbidden, but they could still demonstrate peacefully as they did on the 8th of June. A party spokesperson says 3 opposition figures were arrested and Ousmane Sonko and Dakar's mayor were prevented from leaving their homes by security forces. The protests have spread to other parts of Senegal. Some media claim 2 people were killed in the southern region of Casamance.
In Senegal, roads leading to the home of prominent opposition leader Ousmane Sonko were closed off by barricades and police in anti-riot gear. Sonko was barred from attending Friday prayers at the mosque after he called for a protest, despite the authorities issued a ban on public water grounds. Supporters who tried to get near the building in an upmarket district of Dakar were firmly told to turn back. Even our freedom of worship is violated today. Law enforcement told me that they received orders not to let me out. I just want to tell them that the Constitution is at the top of the hierarchy of norms, and this order is a violation of the Constitution. It is an illegal order. I do not blame you. You and I are victims of the president. All this is the fruit of a power that is currently afraid. The incident comes as tension mounts ahead of next July's parliamentary poll. Despite Sanko's popularity, he was barred from contesting on technical grounds. He wished to protest against the interim minister and the Constitutional Council's decision. Violent incidents were reported in Dakar.